All right, FightHype.com here with the former super welterweight champion of the world, my man Liam Smith. Liam, you know, obviously you fought Canelo 6 years ago back in Cowboy Stadium. How much better is he right now than he was when you fought him?
I think he's a lot better. He's an established champion now at numerous weights, so he's got better with age. He's still only young. Then he's still relatively young now, so he's got a lot better.
What's the hardest thing about dealing with him in a big fight like
I
this?
said all along, I thought it was his ability, his IQ, his timing, rather than his strength and his power. I thought he was very, very clever, very intelligent at the stuff he was doing, and that was what surprised me and what I struggled with.
How do you see this trilogy ending, Liam?
I picked Golovkin to win by Canelo, sorry. Probably late stoppage. Golovkin's a tremendous fighter, has had an unbelievable career. I just think he's coming towards the end now, and Canelo's still fresh, and I just erred towards Canelo.
Do you think he stops him to the body?
Yes, yeah. No, you know what? I don't think he stops him to the actual body. I think he keeps hitting him in the body, and then Golovkin's that tired, and Canelo's. I just think Canelo's going to be hitting him, and the referee will jump in. He'll stop him. Canelo will stop him on his feet. Is what I think.
I know some guys they actually punch harder to the body than they do to the chin. Some people say that about you, but do you think is that the case with Canelo? He actually digs harder to the body than.
You know, it could be a body shot to hit you regardless, and like I think Golovkin got hit the body against Maratta, but obviously he didn't go down. But he was showing signs of they were hitting him, and I think that's where Canelo will have noticed, and Canelo will put a lot down there early on.
Is he better off, Golovkin is saying, you know, just me or you in the first 5 or 6 rounds, or is he better off staying behind his jab and trying to box?
I don't know. He's got a very, very good jab, but I think Canelo's the best defensive fighter in the world, and it's hard to land clean on him. The first fight with Canelo and Golovkin, you know, Golovkin forced the pace and probably won the first fight. Canelo come back, adjusted like a great fighter does, won the second. So, be very interesting. So.
Yeah, do you think it's the best fight yet, or it'll be one-sided?
No, I think it'll be the most one-sided of the 3.
Okay.
I think.
You've been on a roll lately, winning 3 fights in a row. I overheard you in another interview talking about coming back in December. But are you eyeing Charlo at some point?
I'm eyeing one of the belts, and he's got 4.
Right.
Whether he vacates, whether he comes through the Timzu fight. That's my aim now for the rest of my career, to challenge for a world title again, and you know. I'm on the path to do that.
Mm-hmm. Who are we looking at potentially in December?
And you know, anybody. There's a lot of names fishing about at 154 who are still waiting for the world title shot. The Russian guy, Metasiliev, Tony Addison, there's Timzu who's going to fight Charlo. Fondora is in the mix. So you know, I'm in the mix also.
And you've shown you got no problem coming to America fighting these guys.
I've got no problem going anywhere, mate. Yeah. I went to America, I went to Russia, I went to Mexico. I'll go anywhere.
Mundo, which means world in Spanish, so that's your brother, but
yeah, Callum, yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, but before I let you go too, Fury and Joshua, if that's the fight, that'd be the biggest fight overseas
of course,
ever.
Yeah.
Who do you think would win?
It's still a huge fight.
Yeah.
But you have to edge towards Fury.
Yeah.
You have to, yes. But heavyweights and Joshua's a class fighter, so never say never. You know, it's a good fight for both.
Everyone making so much about Joshua's performances. Is it for him to? If he's gonna get better, is it more about mentality or is it skills?
No, it's probably mentality. He's just got to brush them off now. We lost to a very good southpaw in Alexander Usyk, and he's got to brush that off and try and become world champion again.
So is it potentially more dangerous for Fury if Joshua comes in a little meaner than he usually does?
It probably is, yeah. But again, Fury's a class fighter who will back himself against anybody.
So thank you, Liam, and looking forward to seeing you back in December.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Liam.
Thank you.